Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Dallas Cowboys
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Cleveland. Fields this one at the 3. Dodged the tackle. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Play action, Fields. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. He punted 3 times in a win last week, and this one is away. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Here we go. Yellow.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. 15 on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This ball is caught by Tolbert. Keeps away from one. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dallas.
Here's the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
From the 14 after that sack. Tough 3rd and goal coming up. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. Red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Off play action, it's Fields. Complete out to the right. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Oh, no. Oh, no. He hits the back line of the end zone. That's going to be a safety. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. Begins his return at the 16. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. How about this? It's a 2-0 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They take over just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Cut near the goal line. 25 on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys push this to an 8-point game. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push the lead to 2 scores now.
Browns nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, second down. Tight end in motion left. Looking to throw field. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Number 83. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Fields. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. 2nd and very short, looking to pass. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys 1st
That's
down.
just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's the one back on the handoff. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
The sack sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throws comes. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple of seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Into a crowd. Oh, intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, they'll pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 28. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. And dodge the tackle. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Into traffic, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys go up by 19.
19. Browns nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll throw to begin this drive. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's complete to Coleman out left. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let the play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. It's Fields. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much.
The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest.
Joshua
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's up over 80 receptions on the season. An impressive number, and it's good enough to sit him among the league's best as well. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns getting their offense out there. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Knocked down by Savon Revel. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Another one for Judkins. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another gain to Judkins. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Field sneaking it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Throwing on first down. Fields finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down and 10. Fields completes this one to Kraft. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, That's an extra bonus.
Fields on third. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. 40. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Right up the gut. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
9-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know, you got to
on him quick, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further. Third and long for him here. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Browns nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Kicks away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Junkins headed right. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Play action now. It's Fields. Caught, nice game left side. And he is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard
And with this one, here's Junkins. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Handoff headed left. It's Junkins. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Now Fields. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Browns cut into the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Browns still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Trying the right side. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. Back to throw now. Couldn't find a completion on first down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the fourth. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Round 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It's Judkins on the counter. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Fields now on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now we stop. Looks like somebody was hurt on that play, and it's, oh no, oh, it's a big one. Justin Fields getting looked at by the medical staff after that snap. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Judkins. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here's the backup. First throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they make the tackle at the 38. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one's complete, right side. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. No, they get him yet again. The front 2, the fumble with the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Pass play coming here. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds, so we've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now throw, third and long. He's going deep! And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Takes it in at the 21. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. They set up the screen. It's Judy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Injury stoppage here, Brock, and the player in question is Tucker Kraft. The athletic training staff headed out to take a look. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working out of the gun. Sanders. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Craig, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Airing it out to start this drive. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Their offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive move away. And just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
First down, Cowboys.
He's going to throw it. Finds the end round complete. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll try and punch it in. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air and that 2 touchdowns on the ground, it's just been a difference maker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. In the draw here with Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns just want to get out of here with how this one is gone.
At the 25-yard line.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Sanders going to look to throw. And getting a screen pass for Judkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
They're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Cowboys come in and